super clean. This is all working. Let's go ahead and test this. I have an idea for an app that will allow me to talk to my code base. So I want to connect it with GitHub. I want to be able to ideate with an AI chatbot that's super good at coding and has good ideas and understands the type of app that I'm creating and the overall fact that I'm using AI to create the app and stuff. And so we can end that pretty damn fast. And now we can hit this plus button right here, and we now have access to all of those templates. I've just deleted all of them except for one, so we can click on this. And it should, in theory, I need to add a loading screen here, which is why it doesn't look like it's doing anything. But here it is. And look at this. It says one full paragraph plan, the user experience in concise bullets. Look at that. And then a simple text hierarchy of files and code. And look at this. So connect to GitHub. Wow, this is actually clean as hell. So the first step is I'm recording my idea right here in this dreamapp.md. And the basic premise of this app is this is an AI-powered note and content creation app that allows users to add multiple notes within each idea. They can convert these ideas into different types of content. The app utilizes AI to reformat the ideas into a script format based on specific instructions. Users can create a draft and then use AI to adjust the draft. I want to add one thing here, and the user can save these with a custom name and icon. Users can create a draft and then use them in the draft. This is a very simple application. And so this is just the first part. This is the app that I want to create here. And I'm actually just going to use Claude 3.5 Sonnet because that's what I'm used to. Let's create the app based on dream.md, and let's start with the add notes feature. This is a pretty good first prompt here. So let's go ahead and run this. As you can see here, cursor is going to town. It is on its 5th page loading here. So we can go ahead and hit save. And we get hit with a bunch of errors. Let's hit refresh. Let's see if that fixes a lot of the errors. And let's just go ahead and hit sign in with Google. And this looks like it is working. Let's go ahead and sign in with one of my emails. And let's see if we get an error immediately. Sometimes you can. It doesn't look like it took us to the correct page. Maybe we can hit go to dashboard. Okay. So it looks like we're getting some errors here. And I'm just going to copy and paste all the errors and say, and we just paste those errors in. And so now we need to create different rules. And so we need to go into Google Firebase, and we're just going to edit these rules here. And so we're going to go into here. We're going to go to Firestore database. We're going to add in some new rules, and we're going to paste this in, add some rules. And it doesn't look like we need to do anything for storage. And this looks pretty good. So we're going to save this, and we're going to come back to Big Note. And let's go ahead and sign in again. Go to dashboard. And we get some new errors here. No worries. Let's go ahead and paste these in. Please fix. And it looks like this error is basically saying that we need to add an index. We're going to hit new tab here, and we're actually just going to do the same thing. Oops, we have to sign in to see the dashboard. So we're going to hit sign in with Google here. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit this email here. Now we're going to hit go to dashboard. And we got an error, so we need to hit inspect. In inspect, we're going to go to the side here. And what we need to do is we need to go to the console, which can be found down here. And it's basically saying we need an index. So we're going to go like this. And we're going to sign in with the same email that we used to set up our Firebase account. And we're going to just save this as an index, and right now it is building. And this does take a few minutes to load. I don't like that it's an idea. So we create a test idea, and it doesn't, okay. So let's see what happened here. We need to write down everything. Okay, so let's see. It looks like it is saving the idea. And we can actually check this on Firebase, right? We can go to Firebase and we can look in the Firestore database, and we'll see it here. So we have test idea here. So the ideas are saving to the database, which is cool. And that's what we want. Let's go ahead and go to Replit. So we need to sign back in. So let's go to dashboard. I wonder if we've signed in. Okay, so here we have test idea. And so test idea 2. We can create this idea. Once we go here, we now get this error. And I think this is going to be the same exact thing, right? We're going to create a new tab. And what we need to do is sign in once again. So we're having trouble with the page ordering. It's kind of weird right now, but now I think if we click on this, we can go to this page. And so we need to go to inspect page again, because this can help us open the console so we can actually click on this link right here. We need to add another index on this notes page. And so this will take some time again, and we can save this, and we're going to do the same thing while we're waiting. So again, so this one was created. Now this one's building. This will take a few minutes. Now make the page for the notes also white background. It has the same weird ridges. Okay, so there we go. So now we can enter a note. So this is me making a note. Add a note. Hello note. This is another note. And so this is pretty cool. So what we're doing here, so the linking is pretty bad. So we have this your ideas. Okay, so let's go ahead and accept all these changes, and we're going to hit Command R to reset the chat. But before we go any further, we are just going to commit this. So basic structure created. I don't know. Whatever. Save all and commit changes. Commit. And so now that we like where we are in the project, we're going to come here to Git, and we're going to hit Summary, and we're just going to say basic structure created looks good. And we're going to stage and commit all changes, and that's good. So we just saved our project. Now we can come back to Cursor, and we can open up our Composer and begin our next question. So here's how we're going to change this. So this is looking good on the database, right? All these notes are being saved properly. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks good. And we just don't want things to be in this order. So I don't want the user experience to be in this order. So what I want to have happen is the user opens after signing in and immediately can just start writing a note. After the user saves a note, it should go to an idea view. The user does not name the idea. Each idea should just have a title at the top. We are going to use AI to name that idea later and allow the user to customize it. But for now, the user experience is open app, create idea, create note, save, then note automatically gets saved to an idea with unique ID. User can then immediately add another note to that same idea. Repeat until user is satisfied. Let's create this portion of the app and make the user experience like this. Okay, let's go ahead and run this. And now let's go ahead and hit Save All. This should pretty drastically change the app. So here we go. This is looking good. Okay, so this is a test note, save note. Okay, the save didn't work. Reference error. I tried to add a note and got this error. This looks to be done. Let's go ahead and hit save. And we're going to go ahead and refresh this page here. Okay. Hello, this is Riley. I am making a note. Save note. Once again, we got an error. And look at that. We have to add, once again, another index. Would you look at that? Now let's go ahead and come here, and it literally sets up the index for us automatically. Once again, that's our third index that we had to add. Okay, so I forgot to turn on my camera, but this is the last prompt that I ran while that last index is running. I said, so let me be really clear here. I want to be able to add a list view that shows just this idea. Right now it shows like the notes, and then it shows the ideas all on this main page. I want, as soon as I type an idea here on the main page, this should go straight to a new idea. In fact, this doesn't even update right away. You actually have to refresh it. Then this will actually show up right here. So type here on main page, right? Then it adds here, and it adds to the most recent idea. There's no way of like creating a new idea or like adding to a new idea. It's very simple. this, but it's actually a decent spot because it's all working properly. And so now I basically want to create a new view. So I'll just show you. So we'll hit save all here. Let's go ahead and save this. Good. So here's this test idea 2. So now we can say note for idea 3. And so we can save this note. Okay. Ooh. Every single new note from the main page should create a new idea. Right now, it's adding it to an old idea. Please make this change. But I want to specify here. I'm going to say, but when I add a new note within a idea from the idea view page, I want it to just be added there and to be able to add more to that idea. Okay, let's run this. Let's test this out. Hello, test. Let's hit save note. What? Okay, not sure what's going on there, but let's go ahead and wait for this to be done. Okay, so this is done. Let's go ahead and hit save all, and let's go ahead and refresh this. Hello there. Okay, so this is a new note. Test this. Woo-hoo. This is working. Good. Nice. And now we just need to have like a navigation back button. So, okay, so we're good here. This is looking good. So we have our ideas. So new test 4. So this should be idea 4 test. So this should be a brand new idea. Good. New one. Yes, sir. This is good. Okay. Nice. So now I'm going to ask for a back button. So basically, like, can you add a back button to the top left idea page so I can navigate back to the main page, and then center the idea notes text on that page. Let's go ahead and hit save here. Good. Now we have this navigation button, and we can now add a note here, and this will create a new idea. Add to idea. Save note. This is cool, man. Save note. And awesome. Okay. Now we're in a good place to start adding the AI features. Okay, so this is looking good, and we're just going to hit accept all. And what we're going to do is reset the composer. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come to Git on here, and we're going to say created proper note and idea view. I'm going to stage and commit all changes. Let's just say I want you to add a new page from the home screen called custom content. First, we need to be able to create the custom AI prompts. And let's go ahead and run this. And forgive me, pause the video right now if you want to take a look at this prompt. Here it is. I'm basically just asking for a new page that allows me to add in a custom modifier. That will be used in AI, but we haven't added in the AI features for that modifier to be in work. So I basically explained why we're doing it because I think it will help it organize the page. And then I'm going to say, then we're going to add the AI features in the next step. So let's see if it got this right. So we're just going to hit save all, and we're going to come to Big Note. And right here, it added this manage template. So let's just make sure we have everything all refreshed. This is looking good. We can still click on our ideas here. Now let's hit manage templates. And here we can hit template name. Let's call this newsletter. And template description, refine, and let's say refine and make better. Take the notes that the user said and make them clean. Make it into a clean, long newsletter. So we have this newsletter template right here, ready to go. And okay, so here's what I want to do. For whatever reason, cursor, like I can't really expand this, but I basically want to be able to add a button on the idea page, right? I want to be able to, on this idea page, click a button that says turn into type of draft. I want it to look at all of these notes. And I want to be able to turn it into a type of content that I will use, right? So I want you to automatically turn it into the specified type using AI. So I want you to use the following model on Grok. And so I am going to give you the model and document. I want you to implement this feature as efficiently and simply as possible. And these drafts that are created should be stored on their own page. Actually, should be stored on the top of the ideas page in which it was created, and there should be a separate drafts page that you can access from the home page. And so now we need to paste in all of the grok. So this is grok right here. We're going to be using this for now. We're not going to use this later. I might change it to Anthropic or something. I just want to test this. I want to use grok because we're also going to use grok for the voice because we're going to be adding voice notes very soon. And so this is what I want to do. So we're going to be using this, and then we're going to go grok. What the hell? We're going to go to grok here, and we're basically going to grab examples here and chatbot conversation memory with LangChain. And so here is chat completions. Let's just go ahead and let's just grab this whole page right here. And this is the JavaScript. As we can see right here, we have JavaScript right here. And so that's what we're using. Let's go ahead and go back to cursor, and we're just going to paste all of this in. And this is probably going to be the hardest change yet, but hopefully it gets it. So I just got an API key. So it finished and it didn't even say anything about the API key, but I actually just need to go into Replit, and in Big Note, what we're going to do here is, so we have idea notes. So we can click on idea note. So here it says create draft. This is actually what we want to do, right? We can hit newsletter and create draft. Obviously it looks terrible, but that's okay. So what we need to do is we actually need to go to secrets, and we need to do, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this, new secret. I'm just going to put next underscore public underscore grok API key. And we're just going to paste this right here, and we're going to add the secret. Now what we need to do is we need to grab this text right here, and I need to say, I put in the secrets folder in Replit, I put this next public API key. Can you edit the code so it uses that? Did I not? Okay. So let's go ahead and run that. And then I'm going to ask it, what NPM do I need to run? Because it did not give me anything to run, and I need to download their library. Yes, here we go. NPM install grok SDK. So now we're going to hit shell, and we're going to paste this in right here. And there we go. Now we have this web view. Let's just save all. And now that we've edited a bunch of stuff, let's go ahead and let's stop and rerun this. All right, so this is where we are so far. If we can hit, I have been creating apps. And then I'm just going to put this big, I'm going to put the whole idea for the app that I have right here. And I'm just going to hit save note. And obviously the formatting's terrible, but let's see if we can create a draft here. I am using Replit and Firebase as well. Save note. Okay, now we're going to hit newsletter, and let's see if this works. We're going to hit create draft. We're probably getting an error. No way. View full draft. Okay, it says 404, this page cannot be found. Okay, I will say that if we hit view drafts, it says introducing the AI-powered note content creation app. What's new? We've been working on blah, blah, blah. It literally looks like it works, but when we hit view full draft, so let's just say that. Okay, it actually looks like this worked, and it is creating a new draft. However, when I hit view full draft, I'm getting an error. This is the error. And 404, this page cannot be found. Please help me fix this issue. And we'll run that. All right, here it has said that it needed to create a page, and it didn't create a page. So the page literally didn't exist. So we're going to save all here. And in theory, this should work. So if we upgrade this, or update it, hit view drafts, and now we can hit view draft. And it failed to load draft because we have some errors. Maybe what we need to do actually, because it probably didn't create the page, I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work here. So we need to refresh this. The reason it didn't work is it probably didn't create a page for that draft before the updates that it just made. But I bet you money that if we go back to the main page here, that if we go to this idea right here, which should be my super long idea in theory, what we should do is we should say, select a template, newsletter, create draft. Now it might actually create a page after it's done. So here for this one, let's check. Let's see. Okay, failed to load draft. Never mind, I was wrong. Now let's go ahead and go like this. Error when clicking on the draft. And so what we can do here is what we're going to do is we're going to click on our last idea. And here's the idea notes. And I guess we'll try and create a new one. We'll create the draft. Now let's see if this works. Nice. Here's the draft view. Good. Okay, this is good. Let's go ahead. And I know it looks terrible still. I know it looks terrible. I get it. I understand. But here we are. We're on the AI-powered note creation. We can create an idea. And we can create drafts with a template. I'm not going to create another one. We've already created a bunch. We can manage templates. And so we can create a new template. I can create a Twitter template right here and add another one. And then we can create drafts with those templates just like this. And then we can view the full draft. That's a good place. Okay, so now it looks pretty good, except on the draft view, it's showing the bold formatting stars, or the, I'll give you an example. And so this isn't that good, so here I'll just give an example of what this looks like. Okay, and so here we have what's new. This is the type of formatting I don't want. I want it to show up as bold in the draft view, and I want to be able to edit these drafts. So here it wants me to add an npm install React Markdown, which I will do. Let's go ahead and we are going to we're going to go to the shell, and we're going to paste this in, and we're going to run this bad boy. And there we go, and we're going to see if this works. We are going to hit save all, come to this web view. There it goes. This is looking pretty good. So we can hit view draft here, and full view draft, okay. And can we edit? Okay, so we can save and we can edit. It doesn't catch the line breaks. Let's see if it catches the header. Okay, no it doesn't. Okay, the bold was solved. Now I want to be able to do a heading with header 2, header 3, etc., and have it look a lot like Notion. Except simpler. So can we, I also want the line breaks to show up, meaning if there's a space in the AI response, if there's a vertical space in between lines in the AI response, it should be visible in the output. And let's run that. This is just about done. We can hit save all. There it is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful. And so now what we can do, let's go ahead and give this a full test. So what we should do here is we need to come to manage templates, and we can't edit the templates. So we're actually going to we're going to do that real quick. Let's just give it a full test here. Let's just say quick share. We'll just call this a quick share. I don't know. Template description, markdown, quick share. This is a markdown format outline of whatever the user gives. This is a markdown format outline of whatever the user inputs. Take their core message and ideas and turn it into the most important ideas in markdown format and make it clean and organized. Use concise and full sentences with headings and bold for important keywords and ideas. Okay, so now we're going to hit create template. So this is quick share. That gets added. Now what we can do is we can say outline the user experience of this app. Let's go code base, don't generate code. Let's go ahead and run this. This is all looking very good. And then next we'll add the voice features, and we'll be looking pretty good. Okay, so here we're gonna add a lot to this. So I'm just adding the user experience. So I'm just gonna type in a new note, user experience, and we're just gonna paste this in right here. And we're just gonna hit save note. And yeah, we're gonna want to make these notes the same formatting, and that's okay. We can change that later. That's not important right now. What's important right now is we are gonna test this. So we're gonna select a template, we're gonna hit quick share, and we're gonna hit create draft, and this should look extremely clean. Okay, don't know what's going on here. That's okay. App development update, view full draft. Look at that. That's clean. We should create padding on the sides, so let's look at it like this. That's super cool. Okay, now for some fun features. Now that we've added the AI feature to create drafts, I want to create an AI feature that renames the idea based on the first note. From the main page, I create note. You are going to use that note to rename the idea to a title with 8 or less words that cleanly and in a slightly fun way, that cleanly titles the note right when it is created. So right now, if we test this, so this is a new note which will have an idea. Save note. At the top of the note, there should be a title of this list that loads, that gets added, and it updates the name of this note. You can keep the existing ID that the list has and just add this title as a new field, as a new string on Firebase called list title. And this should show up both at the top of the list page and on the page and the home page that shows all the lists. And so now we wait for that to finish. Let's go ahead. We're going to hit save all and let's test this out. A man went to the store and let's make sure it used grok. Okay, it did use grok. Okay, we're good. A man went to the store wearing a banana hat. Save note. This should be pretty immediate. It still just says new idea at the top and wasn't automatically named. The man went to the store to buy chocolates. Save note. Man buys chocolates at the store. Can you please edit the prompt so that the only thing in the title is the title string? I do not want to see anything else. No quotation marks, just 8 words, include nothing else. All right, so we're going to save this new note. Unlikely friends play ping pong. Nice. So now, today I am making an app, and this app is an AI-powered notes app, and it's going to be really cool. I'm making it on Replit. I'm using Cursor, and I'm going to make this app into a 100,000 user app, and it's going to be amazing and cool. Nice. Okay, that creates it pretty damn quickly. Okay, what does this look like full screen? All right, now let's go through. Before I add any voice features, I want to just change some of this formatting. It's driving me nuts. Okay, so how do I want this to be? I'm just going to say, just hit save all and accept all, and let's just save this. So now I actually want to be able to delete these lists, and so now we can delete these ideas. So I want to delete all of them without the, and while I'm doing that, can you please add that same option on the drafts page? And so we should be able to delete. Yep, delete. Yes, good, cool. So we can delete these. And then I want to see drafts, and we're just going to hit, oops, it's not done yet. Going to wait for it to finish. Going to hit save all. We should see it right here, good. Now I'm going to delete this draft, delete this draft, delete this draft, and delete this draft. And what I want to do here is, can you please have the drafts show template type for list name, so as the title. Right now it says I have created a newsletter template, so it should say template for list name. Remember, these were AI generated. And we're going to want to do @codebase. Run that. So after this update, it was wrong. So I'm basically saying down here, where you can't really see it that well, I'm just saying this was the title after this, which is wrong. It should say quick share for the app development title, whatever that is. So maybe we need to change the data entry so that when the draft gets created, it should log what type of template was used. The title should be logged. And I have a feeling it'll just get it on this try. And so now let's go ahead and press save all. And let's go ahead and do this for a new note. Hello, Riley is my name. And so we can save a new note. Loading. I like that loading screen there. Hello, my name is Riley. That's the new name of this list. Now we can create a template, quick share, create draft. And it says, all right, so then we got an error here. And that's probably because of this new update we just added. And so we can copy this, can paste this here. Let's click on DevTools. And we will run this. So now I'm going to put my name is William, and we'll save this note. And introduction to William, cool. Now we can do quick share. Let's see if we run into that same error. Same error. Seems to be struggling with this. Error. All right, let's see if we can get this working. Let's just use this one, quick share. Go ahead and create a draft here. Okay, good. Quick share for creating AI-powered notes apps on Replit, view full draft. There we go. The edit is still not great. However, we can figure that out later. All right, so let's hit accept all. Let's save this as, let's call this draft title good. And we're going to save all our changes. Let's go back to our web view. And let's say we are going to then refresh the composer. Can we create a top bar on the main page? And that is where I want the links for manage templates and view drafts, except change their names to templates and drafts, respectively, in the top bar at Codebase. Let's run it. Oh, okay. So it actually, let's see what this looks like full screen. So this actually looks pretty good. So here we have these notes here on the side. We can just write a note just like this. Let's go ahead and say, now can you put the note box on the right side and then have the, actually can you move the note, the ideas to the right side? I'm going to draw this right here. Now we are going to draw directly on this. So I'm just going to go to red right here. Actually, I'm just going to draw this. So let's go like this. And this is what I'm going to give cursor right here. Now can you move these ideas to the right side? Here is an image. I want the ideas moved over there. And then I want the note dialog box to look more like a document and be larger on the left side, but keep the spacing the same, actually larger on the left side, so it'll end up being notes, being text input field on the left, and then ideas on the right. Actually, cancel chat. Hold on. I'm going to paste in the screenshot and then at Codebase run it. And this looks pretty good. So let's see this right here. Let's go full screen, just like this. Wow. Yeah. So create new note. Hello there. My name is Riley, and I am making a note. And this is pretty cool, man. We can hit save note. The note automatically gets named here. And we have this same format right here for creating a new note. That's pretty cool. So this note should go in this same note. This is me writing more about the same thing, and yeah, pretty cool, man. Okay, very cool and interesting. And give me the national anthem parody about pizza, and let's go like this. Save note. Now we're going to create a draft, quick share, create a draft. This gets turned into, quick share for creating AI-powered notes app, view full draft. There we go. We see this right here. Very interesting. Okay, from the home page, right now if I hit hello and then command enter, it doesn't add anything. So from the home page, command enter should create the note and be the same as if I hit save. No. All right, let's try this. There's no better ways to make videos than to just turn on your camera and shoot. Command enter. Okay, nice. Okay, when the save note is triggered, I want there to be a little loading animation that pops up that says generating title until the new page loads, which is like 2 seconds. Okay, now we can do this. Hello there, I am Riley, and this is what I do for fun, though. Command enter. Nice. Yes, beautiful animation. Love it. Okay, that's pretty damn clean. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and enter this new one in here. So I'm just gonna enter this and save note. And we're definitely gonna need to fix this. This is an entire essay, Founder Mode and Manager Mode by Paul Graham. And we can enter this in. Now let's add a new note. This is me typing underneath this note. This is me. Yes. Good, that was pretty immediate. Okay, and so now we are going to create template. And so we added this concise. I want to test it on this founder mode. Let's go ahead and we're going to click concise, create draft, boom, view full draft. Nope. Okay, these aren't in order anymore, but this is clean. Okay, so in concise, for founder mode versus manager mode, two different ways to run a company. There are two distinct modes of running a company, founder mode and manager mode. Founder mode is more effective for founders, while manager mode is more suitable for professional managers. Conventional wisdom is mistaken, blah, 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 blah. Cool, cool. And we can edit this. It still doesn't look good. I wish we could edit this in the same view as the display of it, but let's not worry about that now. I've gotten in trouble when I try to fix that early on. Can we please change the draft page to just to cards that take up a full row instead of the partial row, like it take up a full row. So what does this look like full screen? Okay, take up a full row with let me change the draft page to a list instead of cards and make them centered with a lot of padding. I want these to be very centered with a lot of padding on each side in the margins and should be about the width of a social feed. And then please make it just the title we have, which is formatted like this. Here is an example. So I'm going to give an example right here. Here's an example. And then, okay, here's an example. Only show this title, nothing else, not even view full draft. If the user clicks on the item or the draft in the list, it should automatically take them to view the full draft. All right, look at that. So in theory, yep, that looks good. Can we still press the three dots? Nice, three dots works. We can click on this and we can see this. I actually don't really like the headings anymore. I like this. Look right here. For the draft view, when we click on full draft, right now it has draft view at the top. Can we please make this be the title that is on the cards on the previous page? Take the title out of the bottom part. Take the title out of the body of the draft view page and make it at the top and get rid of draft view. Also, make the edit button on the top right and make it a simple black icon. All right, that looks pretty good. Now we can hit edit up here. Obviously, that doesn't quite look as good, but that's okay for now. That's okay. Let's go ahead and concise for founder mode and manager mode. Okay, this is looking good. Quick share. I'm digging it. Instead, actually, on the home page, can we put the most recent 10 drafts below the create new note in order of recently created, most recent first? Now we can store all the drafts on the home page. Okay, so here we have the most recent drafts, concise for founder. Okay, so I don't like all this extra text here. So on the home page, the drafts have this, and the ideas have this. Looks like we're going to have to copy it like this. Okay. I don't want these to be visible. Rather, I want these to be visible. Rather, I don't want these to be visible. Rather, I want there to be nothing for drafts. There should be no dates on it or created at or anything. Just the titles. And for the ideas, group them by day. One today, yesterday, and then date, and then 2 days ago, etc. But don't have the date on the actual card. I'm actually gonna know. And so there we go. Now we're gonna save these just like this. And all of these are from today. Let's go ahead and go into Firebase here, and we'll go to man buys so we can see ideas. Let's change this one to 15. We can change this to 9, 10. And we'll change this to, we'll just see what that looks like. I don't think that'll update in real time. I think we'll have to refresh it. There we go. You see that? Yesterday, 4 days ago, etc. And let's just go ahead and accept all. Let's just make sure the core functionality is working here. And let's go like this. Just enter in some random stuff. Let's save the note. Ooh, I don't know if we got that clean animation. That's okay. And we'll just hit concise, create draft. And then on the drafts page, concise, founder mode. These are in order. Draft, your ideas. Okay, that's looking good. So we can get this. We can accept all, and we're going to we put drafts on homepage. Things are looking good. Now what we can do is we can test. Let me see this. Okay, we lost the animation, which is lame, but that's okay. That's fine. Now I'm doing some basic formatting stuff. So match the formatting of the ideas and the draft. I like it a lot more. Can you please move the save note and just make it a green check on the bottom right of the note and make it smaller? Okay. Hello there. This is pretty interesting. Can I pivot command enter? I can. Good. Interesting observation. This is neat. I like this. Now what do we want to do? Please get rid of the create new note on the create new note card. Rather, make a separate heading above the empty or above the text. How does this work? Okay, that's cool. Nice. That looks pretty good. Please get rid of the create new note on the create new note card on the main page, and then make a separate heading above it, because I don't want to have create new note above the input field on the idea page. It should just be the input field. No need for the heading. Okay, so now I want the ability to create a note with voice. I want you to create spacing on the create new note card, which shows up on the home page and the list page. And it should be a full width of that note card, but it should be like a toggle. On the left, it should be yap, and on the right, it should say jot. And basically, if the user presses yap, then it should record the user's voice. And when they press done, which you should add somewhere on the screen that makes sense, the text should automatically be added to the note, and then it should be entered. And then the same process should happen. Basically, within this note compartment, you can record your voice note and it will transcribe it. When the transcription is done, it should wait a half second and immediately just enter it automatically. And then the same process should happen as if I just wrote it. And we are using the Grok model for this step. And so what we're going to do here, we're going to do the Grok model for this step. We're going to go to Grok Fast Inference, Grok Cloud. We're going to go like this. We're going to go documentation, settings. Nope. And so I just found this on Perplexity. And so we're going to enter this down here. And this is just the docs. I just wanted to know which model I should use, but we're going to run this. Okay, this is looking correct so far. Prompts this, right? No way. Okay, so here we have jot. So we can type. Let's just make sure all the functionality, the old functionality is here. Yep, typing basics. Nice. Okay, so here, yeah. Hello, my name is Riley, and I'm speaking now, and this is looking actually pretty good so far. I'm not sure if it's recording my voice right now, and we could get some errors, but so far, so good. Okay. We got an error. No worries. You can paste that in. Let's just make sure we got all these errors locked in here. I am using the same, maybe it's not putting in. Okay, so we just got to put in, hold. We can copy this right here. Okay, I literally forgot to film this last part, but I finally got it to work after finagling it. I had to switch models with Grok, and now we're just adding like a vibey animation. So it is adding, I literally said, okay, while recording, can we add a clean wave animation across the center of the checkered pixels or something like that? Something light and vibey, and I'm gonna hit save here. I don't know if anything changed. But let's go ahead and we'll try this. Hello there, my name is Riley, and this is absurd. This is awful. Not good. Okay, it worked. But, okay, that did not work. It looked horrible. Scrap that animation and make it a clean little light animation wave over the top of the text input. And let's just make sure the text input still works. So let's test and see if this works. I hope it does. Command Enter. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Hello there. My name is Riley and I'm speaking. And I'm not sure how I feel about this animation. It's jumpy and weird, but I don't know. I just wish it looked a little bit cooler. I'm basically saying if we make it a little bit smoother, it's a little jumpy right now and not the best. Let's please make it look better. And we got an error. Now let's test this voice feature. Let's do it from here. Hello, everyone. I think that this is looking good. I enjoy this a lot. We struggled a little bit because there was some animation mix-up, and the fact that this voice thing is the same as the one that we're going to see on the next page, right? We're about to see it on here, so if we hit stop, see it says doing the magic, and then opens up here. This is the same thing, so we can add more here, right? We can do some stuff here and make this absolutely epic and fun, and I think this is a pretty good experience. We can just record our voice right here and hit stop. The one thing I don't like is it has this kind of full screen animation, which I don't love, right? If the whole page refreshes instead of it just updating it, so like pizza, burger, banana, pizza, burger, I hit stop, and it just refreshes the whole page. It's not terrible, but you know, I can change it. And so what I want to do here is I want to edit this page right here. This is the page I want to do. So this is looking good. We can actually come here. I'm going to hit save all. I think I already hit accept all. Yeah, save all. Let's just say on the list page, on the idea page, rather. On the idea page. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to add some padding on each side here. We're just doing some basic stuff. This looks pretty bad when it gets super zoomed out. So we want to add some padding here on the idea page. Whoops. And yeah, so we're going to want to go like this. We're going to hit save all. I think it just made a little mistake here, maybe. Okay, on the list page, can you actually make more spacing between the top bar and the title? Right now, everything is jammed really too far up, but the side spacing is good. Also, on the notes that have already been entered within the idea, please do not have the date for each one. There should just be nothing there, and it should just be the note text. Let's run that. Okay, that's looking a little bit better here. Can we please add a little bit less spacing between each one of the notes, and then also make the notes background white, the same color as the background, with no outline? It should feel like a page, and make the text of the notes a little bit bigger. All right, so that's looking pretty good. Let's check this out here. So we are adding things to this note right now. Boom. This is going pretty well. I'm digging it. That's pretty solid, actually. Now, change the create draft to be, hey.
Did you help me?
Yes. Yep. Can we please change the create draft button? Actually, before we do this, let's go ahead and accept all changes, save all, refresh chat, and let's also go over here and within, let's go to Git, and we are going to save this good. Stage and commit all changes. Don't name your stuff like that. You won't be able to find it. I'm just being dumb. Web view. So now, could we please change the draft button? I don't like this down here. Button to be like a right button locked on the side of the screen, and when I press it, it creates a pop-up from that side button that lets me, so I can basically select the type that I want, and then it automatically creates a draft instead of having to click create draft. Okay, and we just added this. What I don't like though is, so let's say I do concise for this. This is just a random note, and I hit concise. Now it takes me to the list of drafts. I want it to take me to the exact page of drafts, so I'm just going to run this one right here. After I create a draft in the ideas page, I want it to take me directly to the drafts page, right? I want it to take me to this page right here, not necessarily this list, right? That's what I want to have happen. And let's go ahead and press save all, and let's go ahead and refresh everything. I'm going to click on, let's go like this. Let's click on this right here, this random ideas page. Now I'm going to click on this concise, and we got an error. Testing, 1, 2, 3, banana. Now let's change the drafts page. That worked, by the way. Can we make the background of the page and the draft white, please? there is a gray background now around the card. Put the created date pinned to in the top right, and actually make it just say today with a little clock icon. And then if you hover over that icon, it shows you all this info. This is just an example. All right, let's see how it did. Save all. There we go. We can hover over this. Boom. Nice. And we can edit this. The editing doesn't look that good, but this is good so far. So let's accept all, save all. And we are going to go to so we have our drafts page. Now I want you to create a page just for, actually no, what we need to do is we need to go to, did we already press accept all? On the home page, only show the most recent 10 ideas and put the date, and actually let's do 15 ideas and group them by the day. So today, yesterday, 1 day ago, etc. And so once we do that, then we're going to create a separate ideas page. All right, so I'm making my last change here. I just went ham and just made some changes, not fully on film. They were small, boring ones, except for the icons. I added icons to the existing templates. Oh yeah, I want to be able to edit the templates, and please allow me to do that. I want to be able to delete them from the edit view on templates. Okay, so we just created this. Let's go ahead and go back to the home page. So I'm adding a little date here. So just like this is super clean, we can still delete all these notes and the recent drafts on templates. We can create a new template we can choose from this. So we'll call this main Twitter post and Twitter post example, and we can put blah, blah. And if we add this right here, we have these clean templates that we can add. We cannot edit them until we edit this prompt here. Now we can hit save all. Hopefully we can edit. Good. We can edit this. We can delete this template. Okay. Good. Perfect. Let's delete this. I don't like this one. The concise one. I do not delete template. Okay. Quick share. Delete template. Okay. Now we have the Swift app idea, and we can edit this. We can see this right here, and we can, maybe we'll change this to a star. We can update this template very easily. That's pretty cool. And we have all of this information. Super clean. This is all working. Let's go ahead and test this. Hello, I'm recording my voice. I don't know how I feel about this full cover. I like it. I don't mind it. I think it's good for a first draft. We're going to stop running this, doing the magic, and we're going to save this. And now what I want to do here is I'm going to go, okay, I have an idea for an app that will allow me to talk to my code base. So I want to connect it with GitHub, and I want to be able to, connect it to my GitHub, and then I want to be able to chat with the docs and come up with ideas and come up with plans to create the app and make it better and plan out a different app and ideate with an AI chatbot that's super good at coding and has good ideas and understands the type of app that I'm creating and the overall fact that I'm using AI to create the app and stuff. And so we can end that. It's going to take a little bit longer to transcribe, but pretty damn fast. And now we can hit this plus button right here, and we now have access to all of those templates. I've just deleted all of them except for one, so we can click on this. And it should, in theory, I need to add a loading screen here, which is why it doesn't look like it's doing anything. But here it is. And look at this. It says one full paragraph plan, the user experience in concise bullets. Look at that. And then a simple text hierarchy of files and code. And look at this. So connect to GitHub. Wow, this is actually clean as hell. And yeah, so that's what we can do. And we can edit this. I need to change the edit thing. I need to figure out how you can cleanly edit markdown files, but we'll figure that out later. Right now, this is a good draft. And yeah, on the homepage now, we can see that 41 seconds ago, we created this. And so we have recent ideas, which shows all of these things right here. Like I can say, I also want to add a different feature that lets me in real time record my voice. And this will create an AI chatbot that sings. And when it sings in code, and that code syncs with my soul and takes me to Valhalla. And so now after this update, in theory, if we do this again, we can run that same prompt directly over it. And let's see if there's anything sing. All right, so code singer mode. Anyway, there we go. And so now it's just about refinement. We have this one paragraph plan, a user experience, pretty damn cool, huh?